Hi, it's Molly and Joe. And today, Molly's going to tell us how she was able to overcome her really intense jealousy.
So when I was teenager, early 20s, I had a lot of experiences of feeling jealous around my partner. I remember one time getting so infuriated about what a man I was dating was going to do that evening, which wasn't really a big deal. I put my hand through a window.
Ouch.
Yes.
That'll show him.
Yeah, big dramatic thing I did. So he had to pick the glass out of my hand, stop all the bleeding, clean up the kitchen. At some point, I recognized that this is crazy the way I'm behaving. And I made a commitment to myself that I was going to get to the cause of this jealousy and get over it.
Wow. I think that's amazing because jealousy can be so debilitating that it's hard to see your way through it. So I'm impressed that you made that decision.
What really helped me to do that was the recognition that there was nothing really going on. In any of these cases, I recognized that there was something going on with me.
Yeah.
That I was the one getting jealous in every new relationship, and that these guys really weren't doing anything.
And isn't that the case so much of the time? There's really nothing going on, and yet we can't help ourselves from feeling that jealousy.
Even if something is going on, going into a big jealous rage and all of the things that we do, trying to manipulate our partner, trying to make demands, trying to control them, getting upset like I did, getting very dramatic, none of that is going to give us the relationship we want.
No, in fact, it's going to detract from the relationship we want, ultimately.
And if we're with somebody who's insistent on having affairs or not being connected to us, it's maybe not the right relationship for us to be in anyway. And that jealous reaction may just prolong our agony.
Right.
The first thing that I did to really get a handle on my jealousy was to take a look at the things that I told myself that brought on the jealous feelings. This is absolutely key. We actually created a course, a 23-day course called Overcoming Jealousy. The link is right here if you want to check that out. And this is one of the things that we help lead you through, because this isn't an easy process.
No.
To take a look at the things you're telling yourself and to sort out. Sometimes it's important to look at where those messages come from. Sometimes that helps us to get a handle on them and find a way to finally stop thinking those things. What
you mean, where they come from, like when you were a kid or something? From past experience that you might have had?
From past experiences or family members, TV shows, all of this stuff gets ingrained in us.
Right.
And it's worse today than ever, these messages we get about, your partner is never supposed to look at anybody else and you better be jealous and get them in line. It's insane.
Really helpful for relationships.
The typical things I might have told myself at that time were, if he goes to this company party, he's going to talk to some pretty ladies and he's going to be more interested in them than he is in me. A thought like that would make me feel absolutely out of control. Yeah. Another thing that we look at in the course that I did on my own was find those areas that our low self-esteem comes up and find ways to work with that. When we can find ways to increase our own self-esteem, those experiences that used to make us crazy just fall away. The idea that you might see an attractive woman and be attracted to her and have a conversation with her and feel attraction towards her, no jealousy. I feel no jealousy whatsoever about that.
That's a big change.
It's a big change. Yeah. So I actually took this self-education a lot further than just eliminating my own feelings of jealousy. Not eliminating, but reducing substantially, to the point where in our book, The Soulmate Experience, we have a chapter called Transforming the Energy of Jealousy. And the idea is that we can use those feelings coming up in us as a way to reconnect with our passion and attraction to our partner.
Right. And that can be really, really juicy to do that, to be able to make that shift from something that, makes you crazy and debilitates you to something that really charges you up and gets you all excited.
Since we put out that course and our book with that chapter, we've heard from so many people who have used that information to transform their own experience with jealousy and come back to us and tell us, wow, I actually get it. I actually can use this feeling of jealousy and use it to fuel my passion for my partner.
But Molly actually got to a point where she was looking to put herself in situations where she might feel some of that jealousy again, so that when it came up, she could then direct it into more of a connecting experience instead of one that's disconnecting, as in most, jealousy cases.
Do you ever feel jealous?
Once in a while. Once in a while, yeah. But not to the point where I want to put my hand through a window. It doesn't come up super, super strong, so it doesn't really take control of me. And I find that I can use it to make me appreciate you more because, here's somebody else that's interested in Molly. Of course. I mean, she's beautiful. And it's just a reminder that I'm not the only one that has the hots for this woman. There are a lot of guys out there and probably a lot of women out there too. So it's a nice reminder, this little feeling of jealousy. Oh yeah, she's an attractive woman. I can see why that guy would be looking at her.
So if you ever have issues with jealousy, we urge you to go check out our book, go check out our course, and start taking control of it in a way that will contribute to your relationships instead of detracting from them.
Yeah, really powerful shift. So thanks for being here.